The faint sound of a guitar rises from the entrance of the West 4th subway station. Inside is Alex, a musician who sets the mood for commuters who walk past him. He is one of hundreds of artists in New York City who uses the subway platform as his stage. For the price of a $2 fare, anyone can get a free concert. Why do you play in the subway?
Money. Why does anybody play anywhere? Why do people become photographers or musicians or anything? You do it for a living, you know?
It's my practice area. This is where I get a lot of my opportunities at.
Music Under New York is one of the many visual and performing arts programs administered by the MTA, Arts for Transit Office.
It's a great organization. It's like a brotherhood, you know, it's really nice. Everybody treats each other good in an organization. Everybody respects each other as musicians. And the city respects us too, so.
Every year, hundreds of musicians apply for a spot in MUNY's elaborate subway system. Only 60 make it to the annual audition, and about half of those get a chance to perform in 25 designated underground spots.
It's no different from freelancing on the subway. It's like they get the banner and they get their phone number up there and they get advertising for the MTA and that's it. And what's the difference? And you have to audition by tape and it's a whole mess. It's not worth it.
Some subway musicians believe the program was set up to regulate their freedom of expression. Shortly after MUNY was created, musicians challenged its constitutionality.
That is a bunch of bunk. First of all, they tell you when you can play and where you can play. That's undemocratic. That's out of the question. I don't want to hear about it. Man, yeah. That's like censoring a book, a movie, or a record. You're censoring me. You're telling me where and when I can do what and how much I can do. I'm not going for that.
Under MTA rules, musicians are not allowed to use amplifiers on platforms. And if they block the flow of human traffic, police can ask them to move elsewhere.
No, they worry about the crowd conditions. That's basically about it.
Crowd conditions?
Yeah, and their pickpocket, supposedly.
Oh.
But truthfully, they worry about how much money we make.
I think it's legal as long as I'm not in anybody's way.
On the majority, no. They're very, very good to me and cool to me. I ain't never been so lonely. I've never been so blue before. I ain't never been so lonely. I've never been so blue before. I gotta find me a woman, till the girl just keeps doing me wrong. I gotta find me a woman, till the girl just keeps doing me wrong. I gotta find me a woman, woo,
Be close.
till the girl just keeps doing me wrong.
In a world full of struggling artists and the consequences brought upon them by today's downloading culture, musicians have found a way to cut out the middleman by their direct contact with everyday people in the underground soundscape. Without discrimination, they play a key every day for the underground traffic of New York.